Why do so many people consistently choose Forest River Marine? Quality components, rich, comfortable furnishings, and most importantly, superior construction. All backed by the depth and expertise of parent company Berkshire Hathaway. Witness for yourself the quality workmanship that goes into each and every pontoon boat. Forest River Marine operates from 2 manufacturing plants in northern Indiana, the primary facility in Middlebury and a second facility in Elkhart. The process starts in the design and engineering department, where CAD designers lay out the boat plans in the computer. Each boat is built on a solid platform that begins with the pontoon tubes. Flat aluminum stock is rolled into the cylinders required to assemble the pontoons. The seam is then welded and baffles are installed into the round portions to maintain its strength. All critical areas are Healy arc welded for superior durability. Each section is added as needed to complete the length of the pontoon tube required for the model.
As we reach into the pontoon building process, a couple items sets Forest River above most manufacturers. One, we have a fully pressurized pontoon tube. We have an air Schrader valve. You can listen to that for air pressure anytime you want. It's also there in case you have an accident, you need repairs, you have to test that repaired welding. And then the final item, which I believe also adds to our product, is there are drain plugs which communicate to all the chambers. You can drain, service this boat, and put it back into service without creating more work, more welding, etc.
This is the nose cone forming area. Forest River pontoons have an industry standard 52-inch nose cone. It's a better entry angle to the water and makes a cleaner, more efficient running pontoon. The seams are pushed together with an artist's touch to create the shape. The seams are tacked and then welded in a seaming machine. Pontoon tubes get motor mounts, keel strips, lifting eyes, and brackets for the flooring cross members.
Another prominent feature of Forest River Marine pontoons is the continuous side bracket for your deck mounting cross members. You'll see this is a one piece, not cut, it's extruded, welded on the outside, welded on the inside. Very strong product. Most manufacturers will cut corners at this point. They'll use segmented brackets to save money, weight, and then they will cover them up to actually try to achieve this finished look. As you come to the bottom of the Forest River pontoons, you'll notice some items that are specific to certain models, the lifting strake being one of them. A very precise piece, designed, extruded exclusively for our product. We also have come out with a new keel strip. You'll notice it's capped at the end. This creates a sealed, watertight compartment, which also helps to prevent the aquatic species contamination between lakes when you boat from one lake to another.
These are our splash fin reinforcements. These used to be an option, but are now a standard across our lineup. It's going to help prevent breakage in rough water conditions, and it's going to help deflect the water away from your deck.
This is the decking assembly department where cross members are attached to the continuous riser. You'll notice in the rear of the boat, there are triple cross members for a very heavy, very robust deck.
Also a standard feature on every Forest River Marine product is this fully reinforced, you'll notice all the welded segments there, front bumper assembly. Protects your boat against bumps at docks. Your actual decking itself is trimmed to this edge, as well as a very substantial trim edge piece. Makes for a much stronger, longer lasting product. Also notice one of the 4 corner placed lifting eyes welded in our pontoons. They're primarily used to lift the pontoons on and off the multi-haul loads at dealerships. Also can be used to load on trailers, and many people use them for cable hoist systems in boathouses.
Forest River Marine has partnered with Vixen Composites on a revolutionary V-Lite performance decking. These new Z42 Plus composite decks are now a standard feature on all Forest River Marine pontoon boats, in advanced light years ahead of plywood decks used by competitors. The Z42 Plus chassis deck combination features a solid one-piece construction. It is 40% lighter and 2 times stronger than plywood decks. It eliminates deck rot and mold and is completely through-bolted and bonded versus traditional screw-down methods used by competitors. Also, the Z42 Plus composite decks are continuous in lengths from 17 to 28 feet with no seams from bow to stern, completely stopping any chance of water intruding from the underside of the deck. Installation of the Z42 Plus flooring begins with the pontoon chassis cross members each receiving an application of urethane adhesive. Next, the Z42 Plus flooring panel is put in place through the use of an overhead suction device lift station. Once the deck is centered in place by the decking crew, holes are drilled into each cross member around the entire perimeter of the deck. Then, each drilled hole receives a 1/4 inch stainless steel bolt with a self-locking nut, completely securing the deck to the chassis. Once the floor and the edge trim have been completely installed, the next step is railing. At Forest River Marine, we manufacture our entire rail structure in-house to ensure that strict tolerances are met. We start in our fabrication area where we cut, form, and bend the aluminum tubing. Then each rail is inserted into its own jig and welded. In the final rail assembly, parts are custom fit to match the shapes and designs in the railings. There is foam on the backside of these items to prevent rattling. This method of assembly offers a variety of color combinations and designs.
This is the last step of the rail preparation. This is going to roll the rail to match the radius of the furniture. The next step is going to be to install the rail on the boat itself.
The finished railings are mounted to the deck using a slide track so the bolts are hidden from view. In the middle assembly portion of the pontoon line, you will see the furniture being set, and the wiring harnesses are routed underneath and ready for helm installation.
Here at Forest River Marine, we use roto-molded furniture bases made from a high-quality plastic, which will help prevent cracking and becoming brittle over time.
In the helm build station, everything from the radio to the horn to the gauges are all tested. Every helm is tested before and after installation, so there's never any question about the reliability and connections made within the helm. The next station is cover installation. All covers are test fit and then folded back up and put inside the pontoon boat.
The final step in manufacturing our Performance Series pontoons involves adding a radiused underbelly. We control the water and airflow completely underneath the boat, gives you a much higher, drier ride, packs air, makes for an amazing performance ride in rough water conditions.
The Elkhart facility assembles more specialized boats, like the entertainment boats, the arch boats, and twin engine boats.
These are the pods for our sport boats. We get these without any holes or railings. We then add our speakers and clips for our furniture. They are 100% molded fiberglass. They are completely repairable because they are covered in gel coat.
Pontoon boats have moved into more of a sport package and can replace your ski boats and runabouts. Forest River was one of the very first manufacturers to offer a sport arch. This arch is powered, which allows for ease of storage and passage under bridges. We can rig our boats for any of the name brand outboard engines, including Yamaha, Mercury, and Suzuki. Whether it's the Berkshire, South Bay, or trifecta lines of pontoon boats from Forest River Marine, they're all members of the same family. A family that shares the values of innovative design, superior parts, advanced production processes, and a pride of workmanship. Forest River Marine, committed to providing its owners with a lifetime of enjoyment on the water.